Hey guys, welcome to the Southeast. I'm Chris Kiefer. Welcome back to the channel. We're going to talk to you about the Triumph TF450-RC edition. Of course, it's the 2025 first year motorcycle. And yeah, welcome to the Southeast. This is the first actual video we're doing from our new location. We're going to try to split our time between Southern California and here to give you some more East Coast, different dirt, different scenery. But welcome to the back porch. So basically, what I wanted to go over with you guys today about the Triumph TF450 is three things about the engine to make a little bit more power, and a little bit about the chassis that we've learned out here on the East Coast. 11.1 hours on here. Yep, 11.1 hours. So three things. A lot of the moto media back in Southern California are getting their motorcycles and they're testing them, and you're going to hear a lot about, hey, low power off out of corners. You're going to be a soft linear power. You're going to want to probably get a little bit more snap, and that's what you're going to hear from guys like Motocross Action, Dirt Rider, Swap Moto, these guys, and they're not wrong. It is a linear feel. It is easy to ride, but if you want a little bit more power, here are three things you can do. So one of those things is a Hinson clutch pack. The Triumph uses a single spring version here. Triumph wanted to have a softer pull at the lever, so which means a very vague feeling, not a lot of feel, not a lot of pop out of the clutch. So I worked with Ron and the guys over at Hinson to create a stiffer spring, different clutch fiber material to get you some more grab, and that will get you a little bit more recovery and some more pop out of your clutch, along with a little bit of a stiffer feel. But to me, it'll help that low-end recovery if you're in the wrong gear and get you out of that softer dirt, especially out here in the Southeast, a little bit better. Another thing is, not on here, this is actually one of the Triumph team bikes, the stock 450s that these guys ride, is the muffler. FMF 4.1 muffler. I've been working with Little D and the guys. This is just a stock version, but if you want a little bit more power and a little bit better sound, because this thing is quiet, for me, you can go with the FMF 4.1. It should be out and available soon. And then, of course, gearing. 1350 is what we're running here in the Southeast. 1349 is what I'm running on Southern California. Of course, 1348 is stock. If you're running a 49, that rear tire will hit that mud flap a little bit. When I was at Triumph testing, it was supposed to come with the 49, but they came with the 48. I don't know. So, but anyway, go to a 49 or a 50. I like that. 50, it works better out here on the softer dirt of the East Coast, and of course it's raining. Welcome to the East Coast. So yeah, 1350 gearing. Aiden, you want to show them real quick? Here is where you guys should be. It's in the middle range of the chain adjuster block. So that is, it's semi-important for you guys. I know you guys don't have to worry about swing arm, pivot to axle length as much, but we will put a number up to give you a range where the chassis should be. And as far as chassis goes, the team has X-Trig as a sponsor. They put a 23mm clamp on here. We rode it. It is better. I like a longer offset. 22 is stock. So if you want a little bit more stability out here in softer dirt, ruddier conditions, go to a 23mm offset, or you can go to a different FCP race cups. That'll give you 0.2 as far as that measurement goes for races, and that gives you a little bit longer of a wheelbase, so that will help you calm that chassis down. Because even though this chassis is the best in class as far as comfort goes, I will say, you guys in softer dirt, when you load this chassis, it will get a little bit loose and feel like a little bit, not deflective, but just under load, almost like a little bit of a movement here near the front head tube area. So going to a little bit longer of a wheelbase will help. Cheaper, if you don't want to do that, stock clamps, the tie torque values, that is normal. So 30 Newton meter on the stock clamp, and then 25 millimeter, 25 Newton millimeter on the bottom. So with the stock one, 30 Newton meter, 25 Newton meter. X-Trig, they a little bit softer, 21 and 17. That's because we're on the split clamp design. The reason why Triumph does a high torque values for fork slippage, for me, I tested the high torque value and I preferred it on the stock clamp because it gave it a little bit more front tire contact. A looser torque setting with the stock clamp gave me a little bit more hunt and peck, a little bit more wander in the front, and I did not like that. So one, higher torque value is normal on the Triumph, not so normal in the world of other machines, so just know that. But if you go to a split clamp design, those torque values will drop. and it'll be a little bit different, and you'll be able to keep your fork from slipping. A couple things out here on the East Coast. I drop my fork, even though this is at 2 to 3 millimeters. I would prefer it at flush. So this is at 2 to 3 millimeters, and then you want to go +4 on the low compression. I'm sorry, on the compression side of the fork. So from stock, 4 in. That's what we call +4. And then I slow my rebound down 1 click in. So that is more of an East Coast calmer, stiffer setting, because once this thing is broken in, it'll be soft and loose. Shock 102 on the sag out here on the East Coast. I want it up. I don't want it to squat. And then I go +2 in on low speed shock, and then 2 in also on the rebound to slow it down. Other things of note, you guys can look in here. If you guys have a stock muffler, these things will back out and loosen up. So make sure to torque these or put blue Loctite on and check them constantly, because these things will fall out and you'll roach out your can. Overall, spokes are pretty good. Wheels are nice. And the only really major thing for me is the clutch. That is the problem on this bike. I don't really like it. So going to that Hinson pack will help you guys. But that's just a quick tutorial of the Triumph out here so far. 11.1 hours. It's been fun. If you guys want to know something about this, the team runs 821 fat bar bend, which is a low bend, but they go +5 on the bar mount risers. So if you guys are tall, don't go to a tall bar. Go to a more of a lower, flatter bar and get your height from the bar mount. That is the easiest way to do it. And of course, lock-on grips come stock. RC uses the ODI bars. We prefer Renthal. This is a stock gripper seat cover, which is quite nice. And another quick tip, you guys don't like this thing sticks out too far, go to a Yamaha YZ450F shifter. It goes right in, it tucks in a little bit nicer and protects you from the ruts and bending that shifter. So any questions, Chris@KieferInkTesting.com. Hit me up. Happy to answer them. We're going to put more time out here on the East Coast on other bikes as well. We have a bunch of 2025s we'll do out here, so check out the YouTube more, subscribe, like, all that stuff. And as always, our door is open for you. If you have any questions, hit us up, Chris@KieferInkTesting.com. We'll see you out here on the Southeast.